What's up, what's up? It's your boy Micah back at it again with another video. Today, we're going to talk about self-love in Necromancy. Here's what I mean by that. Self-love. You have to value every aspect of your sorcery, just like you value every aspect of yourself, although you strive to continue to grow, improve, and ascend, make change. You are the way you are, you who's watching this, for a reason. Perhaps you're more attuned to energies of curses, hexes, and the energies of war than another sorcerer. That does not make you edgy. Perhaps you're more destruction-oriented. That does not make you edgy. Perhaps you're more peace and genuinely love-oriented. You're attuned to those energies. You can tell the amount of love that a person has for a thing, or between a group of people, or two people. Or you can tell the strength and type of love connection another person may have with one of their spirits or familiars. Perhaps you're peace-oriented. You're highly attuned to those energies, and your area of sorcery is to find ways to make peace, or to create peace, or to maintain peace. That does not make you a fluff bunny. You know what I'm saying? So you have to value these aspects of your sorcery and spirit and dominion that are coming out. And what happens if you don't is that you find a type of depression starts to kick in. You start to think that, maybe you're just fucking crazy or some shit. Or maybe that you need to simply do things the way other people do it in order to be accepted or validated by various occult groups, society, you know what I'm saying, that kind of thing. It can also lead to your workings becoming less and less and less and less powerful, because the very concept and very action of devaluing something depletes energy, and that energy is used to further disempower you. You know how we know that we say that magic is fueled by energy, whether it's personal energy or energy coming from another source, like a god, demon, spirit, the dead, your ancestors, etc. So, if you devalue an aspect of yourself because of what some other idiot might think, then you're not only disempowering yourself, but your whole ancestry, your group, your tribe, your spirits, that kind of thing. And you find that less and less gets done when you try to take action, all because you let the opinions and thoughts, the psychic energies of other motherfuckers that can't do a damn thing when it comes to you, get to you and get into your spirit. It's like an infection, so to speak, like a wasting disease. Now, what happens when you do value these aspects of yourself and your sorcery? You find that they become stronger. They become normalized within your psyche, soul, and spirit, and you simply act in accordance with what you sense. For those of us attuned to death, destruction, curses, and war, we simply act according to the way we see things. We keep it real. There's a lot of crap people get for witch wars in the magical community, and most often the thing you hear is that it's just drama, it's just a waste of time, you know what I'm saying, all the other kind of shit. These people devalue war, so when the curses that were cast upon them do strike, there's nothing they can do about it, because they didn't value that aspect of sorcery and magic enough in order to take proactive action, put up protection, work on themselves, strengthen themselves, that kind of thing. Now, this does not mean you just go around fucking with people just because you're attuned to whatever you're attuned to. What it means is when you sense this shit and the time is right, you take action, and you're not hesitated or you're not blocked by your own lack of confidence in your own psychic ability and what you sense. You see what I mean? So, with necromancy, you have to value the aspect of yourself that connects with death. Because as you go throughout your journey, you're going to have physical changes, some good, some bad, according to, the way you interpret it, and shit like that. So when you start seeing these changes take effect, the self-love aspect comes in not from a mixture of the correct mixture of positive energy and, spa treatments or whatever, although that does play a part. It comes in the fact of, okay, I recognize this is happening and I have these means available in order to assist me in regenerating myself. Therefore, I'm going to regenerate myself using these means I have available. Self-love is action, not just physical action, but magical action, psychic action, so to speak. It's doing those healing rituals on yourself you need to do. It's destroying the enemies that you have there that are just being a nuisance at this point. You feel me? It's not hesitating to do what you know needs to be done. When it comes to the dead, like the death gods, the spirits of dead humans, and other non-human entities that lie in other planes and graveyards, you will not find a spirit of the dead that devalues its power, regardless of what their deeds were in life. You could have a murderer and you can have a saint. They both know their power. They both know what they did and what they can do. One knows that they can help, they have the power to help, and they do so accordingly. The other knows that they have the power to harm, and they do so accordingly. They're resonant with themselves. And that spiritual alchemy, that self-love, gives them the kind of power that they need in order to get shit done. Of course, that's outside of the fact of death essence and, saying offerings and all the other good shit, you feel me? So yeah, do not despise what you are or who you are and the aspects of your spirit and sorcery that present themselves and make themselves available to you. As you value it, as you increase your self-love, you'll find that your sorcery, you start to develop a great passion for your sorcery. You might not always show it. You might not always be bubbly about doing fucking rituals and all the other kind of shit. Because sometimes it's all work and no play. This shit gets fucking real. But at the same time, you're approaching it as a labor of love, which is what sorcery is. For those of us who truly fuck with the shit, it is just that, a labor of love. And as you find that passion increases, your ambition increases as well. As your ambition increases, your power increases. You'll find that you're able to do bigger things regarding the world, regarding larger groups of people, regarding feats in your own life that you come up with. You see what I'm saying? So, just keep that in mind. On another note, I do want to say this before I cut off the video. There are, in African traditions of sorceries, like in, I don't want to say Uganda, but around that area, like Somalia and those African countries and whatnot, there are people who fuck with sorcery to such a degree to where they have seen and can physically shapeshift into various animals. This shit is real. Physical shapeshifting is real. I bring that up to say that even though we're in America, most of us, or whether you're in Europe watching this or wherever, even though we might be in more magically repressed countries due to the societies, the structures of the government, and things like that, this shit can still happen in your country. So, when you're discussing important information, important plans with your allies, important workings that you got going on that you know that they're going to have a massive effect, and all of a sudden you see various animals just show up around you out of nowhere, be very careful with that. You don't know if that is a sorcerer. It might not even be them, but it could be a sorcerer who has allies, who has allies, who has allies that can do that kind of thing. It's intel. Fucking psychic fucking spying type shit, you feel me? And so you have to be very careful when you see these kind of things. That also brings up another point. There is types of magic. I'm pretty sure you've heard people refer to some magic as being able to turn people into goats or some shit like that. There is a psychic symbolism with that. It's changing the astral body of the person into that particular animal, and then they exhibit those kind of traits. So what you can do is, because the shape-shifting is not just possible physically, but in the astral, you can change that person's astral body, let's just say, into a goat, right? You do it, and you destroy them using whatever magic is appropriate for you. With that, if you drink the psychic essence, that esoteric blood of that enemy, then you take on their knowledge, strength, power, their sorceress power, and it's added to your own. You have to be very careful with this, as you don't want to take on the weaknesses of other individuals, because that can come back to bite you in the ass. That's not fun. So just keep that little tidbit in mind. But for now, I'm going to conclude the video. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.